Okay, hello. This is episode 4 of my Jetpack Compose exploration. Hope you're all having a good day. Okay, I hope this is more in focus compared to last time. I watched the VOD of the last episode and it was horribly out of focus. I hope it's better now. I also noticed that the camera that I used had quite a bit of delay, but I still think that the better picture quality is worth it, so I'm sticking with it for just one more stream. So let's see. So here's our design. And last time I did kind of finish the broad strokes of the first screen, the overview on the left. So today I want to go and start a different screen. And I said I would do it at the end of last stream, but I haven't had the chance to actually look into how to do navigation in Jetpack Compose. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna just do a random start activity kind of somewhere to just like glue it together. I don't think I want to do like the whole navigator staff and build this entire thing on my own. I'd rather do some reading first. So before I'm gonna do the connections between the screens, I think I will just use a different root composable and just work on the second screen independently of the first, and then eventually, like next stream maybe, I'll connect them together. But for now, I think I want to get started on the second screen. We have a couple more composables. I also want to refine a little on the first screen. I want to do a bit of animation, particularly around the top area. I kind of want to make this thing collapsible when it shows. Yeah, and then we're just gonna chip away at the second screen. So why don't we get started? Alright, so here's where I left off last time. This is the main components of the start screen. And for starters, I want to just real quick open this app and see what it looks like. Alright, so here it is. We can scroll these filters, and then we can scroll vertically as well. And then I can click on any of these cells here to, well, for now, just change the rating for tests, but eventually it's gonna open a new screen. Same goes here. You can click these, you can scroll them. And then here I added a bit of logic to the filters so that you can have a multi-selection for these. And then the first one on the left, it has a special function. If you select that one, then everything else is going to be deselected. And then I added some more listeners to these buttons here, but they don't do anything yet. So I think first up, I want to just real quick go back to this screen, connect the X button to a thing that will make the header collapse, and then the rest of the content will move up. I want to do that first, and then when I've got that set up, it's going to be a bit more like animation. Maybe I use the transition API. I want to check that out. And then I'm going to move to the second screen, just a detail page for a particular place. Okay, let's get started. So the composable I want to look into is the header card. And it should be here where I need to maybe add this, maybe a modifier that will transition this thing from one state to another, meaning that it goes from expanded, which is the default, to collapsed. And collapsing means it just shrinks in height and then just moves away, pretty much. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. I'm thinking about where this state would be controlled by. So here I would have something that is like expanded state or something, and that would be a mutable state off, and then by default it's just expanded all the time. Does that not work? Okay. I haven't found out how to use the by delegate. I might need to import something specifically, but for now let's just do equals. Okay. So when it is expanded, its height is, well, honestly, just however much space it needs, like wrap content, I guess. And then if it's not expanded, then the height will be 0. So I'm not sure how I can tell this thing that it's supposed to do that, because I have like a height modifier. Preferred height, intrinsic size. I want to check out that. What is that? Okay. Intrinsic size used in preferred width. Right. Maybe that's wrap content? Okay, I'm not sure how I can do that. I want to check something. So if this is expanded, well then I guess really don't do anything. But if you're not expanded, then you should like animate your height to like 0. But how do I know how many DPs are wrap content though? Because I can have height, no problem, and it can be an animated thing. And then if this thing is expanded, then it would be like wrap content. And then if it's not expanded, then it would be 0 dips. But I'm not sure what to put here. Like this can be anything, just however much space you need to fill, like to put the content inside pretty much. Then I can give this here my height. That's no problem, but I want to know how I can give it just a wrap content height. Like I remember in viewland, wrap content is a constant integer with like -1, I think it was, maybe -2. It's one of the two. So maybe I can just set, but it's a dip value. I can't just go -1 dips, huh? Okay, let's read. Declare the height to be exactly height dp. Okay, see height in and size in to set a size range. Preferred height. Is there something like wrap content? Yeah, I don't know. Like if I gave this like 240 dips or something when expanded, and then 0 when it's collapsed, then all I need to do is connect the listener of my X button. It is this one, to just say expanded value equals, well, false, I guess, because you can only say state.value. Because you can only collapse it. If you see this card at the top, there's an X, you click it, it goes away. That's all it is. It doesn't toggle or anything. So if I do that, then I think it will work now, but it'll be too, well, its size won't match the content. It'll be either too small or too tall. I'm not sure yet which it is, but I'd rather not have a specified like 240 dip here. All right, let's see. Let's see what this looks like. It's building. Okay, well, let's wait for it to build first. First builds is always the hardest. The hardest to be patient about, that is. Let's put that front and center so we can all suffer together. I really gotta make this a habit of like just doing the cold build first before I go on stream. It's just terrible. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here's visor. So you can see 240 dips for the title card here. It works, right? And let's see what happens if I click the X. Yeah, it does animate away, just exactly as I wanted to. But the thing is, I don't want to specify 240 dip. I just want to have this be wrap content, unless, like, this is too tall now. This should not have that. Like, how do I make this value go away and be like wrap content? Is there a constant called wrap content in Composeland? Let's see. Nah, all I get is view group. No dice. I mean, this works perfectly, right? Looks great, but I don't want to have to specify the expanded height explicitly. How do I do that? Do I just... Well, maybe I'll just... Let me try something. Maybe I'll just have this be whatever, right? It doesn't work. It has to be wrap content. So I know that there are these lifecycle kind of callbacks on active, on commit. But what's the on measure? What's the on measure? On layout? I don't know what the equivalent is. I mean, I can just say, like, I can just try getting the right value here, but I'd rather the content be like dynamic, so I don't need to specify it explicitly. Is there like a height percentage or something, so I can say like from 100% to 0? No. Yeah, this one still confuses me. Yeah, no idea. I want to experiment around with this a bit more. I'm gonna give it a bit less even. Let's do 160 and then center everything vertically. How do I give it gravity again? Oh, I think it's on column itself, right? Yes. Vertical arrangement, I think it is. And then I have arrangement. Is there like center, I guess. Yeah, let's try that. I don't need to worry about dynamic content just yet, but like in a real app, I would like to. Yeah, okay. I think I want to leave it at that. So I have this now. The gradient, I want to update the gradient now. It looks weird, but click it and then it goes away. Yeah, whatever. I think I'm gonna do a temporary listener for the button here at the top left. And then if I click that, it just expands again, just so that I can like test it. All right, so to do that, I will need to make the state of this, the header card, controllable by its parent. So I gotta hoist up the state, which means I gotta give it a expanded value from the outside, like is expanded maybe. And then I'm gonna do on, on collapsed, I guess. Just a lambda. And then I'm gonna do this. This stays the same, and then I'm going to invoke the onCollapsed function when the X is clicked. And then from here, from the outside, this is where I can say, I'm gonna put the state up here. Header is expanded. It's gonna be my remembered state, and it's gonna start with true. It's gonna potentially be coming from the view model as well at some point. And then I'm going to say, here you go, here's the value for you. Whatever I have in my state, please do that. And then in my onCollapsed, I'm gonna just update the state. I'm basically just pulling out the state from the header card into start screen content. I'm gonna update this to false. It's not collapsed anymore. Right. And then down here again, I'm gonna do is expanded. Yeah, rest of this stays the same. Okay, so what that allows me to do is I can dang it. Okay, I gotta hoist it up one more level, because the top bar is even higher up in the hierarchy. That's a bit annoying, but it's okay. So I'm gonna hoist this up through here, and then I have header is expanded boolean on header collapsed. All right, and then I'm gonna pass this down. Header is expanded, and then pass through the lambda. And then here, I'm gonna go and say header is expanded. So this is where the state now lives. And then on header collapsed is gonna be header is expanded value equals false. Cool. Yeah, so now I can go into the top bar and say on menu icon clicked, on search icon clicked, and then connect these two with their listeners here. Not sure if I can just give the lambda verbatim. Yeah, looks like it. Cool. Yeah. That should work. All right. So now I can go back up here and say on menu item clicked. Just gonna expand the header just so I can play around with it. And then this one does nothing for now. Search doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So I click the X now, it goes away, and I click the menu button and it comes back. Cool. So these two are kind of now sharing the state through the start screen composable, and then compose will just recompose the necessary stuff when its state changes. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Still a bit bummed about me having to give this thing a definitive height. That's kind of, that doesn't sit right with me. But I guess it is what it is. And then this thing doesn't do anything. I still want to check how I can make these ripples go beyond the bounds. I'm pretty sure you can make this do a nice circular ripple. But alas, I don't really feel like researching this right now. Same with the navigation stuff. I don't feel like doing that on stream. I'd rather research it first. Cool. Nice. All right. So let us then start on the next screen. I'm excited to go to a different screen. So this is gonna be the one in the middle, and it's for I gotta get the terminology right. Like so Lombok Island groups together. It's a grouping of actual sites. So it's a location, and the location has multiple sites or points of interest. Picks, places, maybe place. Maybe I do location and place. Yeah, maybe I do location and place. So I want to get this into a new package. Location detail. And then I think I want to go depending on what the navigation recommendations are, I guess. I'm not sure if I want to do another activity. I think it's probably going to be a single activity app, and then the custom navigator will handle different fragments. So what's shown in the start activity will eventually become a start fragment, hosted in like the activity of the entire app. And then another fragment is going to be the location detail fragment. And then I have a place detail fragment. And then my navigator will move the user through to the different destinations. Yeah, but I don't think I'm at that point yet. So let me just move up the activity in preparation. Well, they're gonna do it or no? They are. Okay, let's me, like travel activity. Just rename it. And then this is gonna be my only entry point in this. Yeah, okay. And now I'm just going to replace the composable content here. So I have location detail screen. And here I have another composable function. Location details screen. Probably gonna get another view model, but not now. I'm just gonna replace this with location detail screen. And again, this is gonna be nested inside of fragments eventually, I think. Okay. Right, so what's this look like? So this screen does not have a toolbar per se, unless we count this entire header thing with the big image, unless we count that, the top bar. I don't have animations for this design, so it's just the static image, but I can see how it would work if you had a lot of content. Then if you would like scroll, then this big image would like collapse and eventually become a small toolbar, kind of like the collapsible toolbar that we already use in Viewland. So I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna interpret this screen like that. So I think I am going to make this an actual top bar, which is just expanded, and then as you scroll down, probably gonna have like some sort of state that keeps track of your scroll offset, and then based on that it will slowly collapse and then stay a small toolbar which is persistent on screen eventually if you scroll down far enough. So I think that is what I'm gonna do. So I will be preparing, going back to Android Studio, I will be preparing a composable function called Collapsible Toolbar, or like collapsible, what did I call it in the other one? Top bar. Collapsible top bar. So I have that. It's gonna be a scaffold as well. Huh, I wonder if scaffold has something like that already. No, doesn't look like it. But okay, I think it's still valuable to use as a wrapper here. So I have scaffold. So I have top, what's it, top app bar? Top bar. I'm gonna emit a collapsible top bar. Okay, and here is my content. Yes. Okay. And then the content is well, it's a scrollable column. So I'm just gonna emit location detail screen content. Right, and this is gonna be a scrollable column. And inside will be the different cells. So pretty much these are the different like places, I guess. So place cell, I want to see, can I make a composable private? Because I'm worried that, like, I don't want to accidentally import this in another file in a different package. So I'd rather make these all actually private. Not this one, but everything else. So I guess this is children column scope. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right, so I would have something like cells, or let's say places. List of place here. And then I would just do for place in places. Emit a place cell. With that place, of course. Okay. Well, here I don't have anything, of course, just yet. I'm just gonna give it the view model for the start screen, because I do know how to get the places from it. And give that over here. Yeah. Places value. This is gonna, the top bar is gonna get some state for like the group, the location itself. And then I'm probably gonna have a parent-child relationship between the location, and then the places are like attached to that location. I'm gonna try and eventually find like an API or something where I can pull this data from. I'm not sure if like TripAdvisor has an API that they open up to everybody. That would be cool. But I'm not sure if that works, or if I'm even allowed to like consume it or anything. Right, so a place cell kind of has a, let me open the browser. Maybe I can open this on the side here. So a cell has the big image. It's like, I don't know, like maybe 30% of the entire width is going to be the image. So it's going to be a row. This one. It's going to be an image. So we're going to have a coil image here. With... I gotta have something... Yeah, I know. Alright, I gotta snag something from here. Basically just this part here. We'll just copy over. Because some places do not have an image, right? So we gotta account for that. So if we have one, then we emit a coil image. Otherwise, we don't do anything. And then this thing will be... well, clipped, I guess, but... Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap this again, like, well, image. So it's gonna be a, what is it, box, I think. And then the box is gonna have the modifiers applied to it. It's gonna be filling this screen, like 30% of the width, fill max width, and then fraction is gonna be 0.3. We're gonna make this also clip on material theme, shape, small. We're gonna give this an aspect ratio of 1, because it looks like these are square images. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is it. So and inside the box we are gonna... oh, I gotta give it a background color too. Hold on. I did something similar here where I had the background color. And if this place does not have an image, then, well, it's just gonna have the background color. And then we clip it around. Alright, let's reformat this. Cool. Right, well, I'm gonna leave this. And then here is where we're gonna text content. Right, okay. You know what, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try and see how this looks. I'm gonna give this the view model. Yeah, so I won't have the toolbar yet. I'm just gonna have like square images below each other, which aren't even clickable. I'm gonna do that too. Gonna make this clickable after. Okay, that's how it looks. Doesn't look right. The clip is not being applied. I wonder why. Like, shouldn't this thing clip its entire content? Didn't I do that here? Oh, maybe because I didn't... No, I did copy that. Wait, so I have... They are square, so that works. They're medium shape, not... Okay, so maybe the small shape doesn't even have rounded edges, so maybe it does. Okay, and I do need to clip it first before applying the background. So in that case, I might as well give the entire thing a bit of padding on the sides. So I'm gonna do padding, 16 dip on either side. Also need to make sure that well, there's padding values. Hold on, I'm gonna do padding values instead. Content padding equals padding values. Such a weird class. All 16 dip. Because I think that'll take care of the in-between as well. Or maybe it only takes care of the in-between. I'll see. Okay, yeah, so it was the shape, so medium shape works just fine. I wonder why I don't have... Okay, so content padding does not take into account like the bottom. Weird, didn't I do that here? Wait, what here has content padding? Oh, okay. I apply the inner padding myself. Oh well, that's okay. This at least works. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother with... Oh, but that's not 30%, is it? Hold up. I think I gotta make this row fill the entire like space possible, because that's not 30% of my screen, even with the padding deducted. At least fill max width, and then the content here is gonna this is gonna fill all of it, like fill max size, I suppose. Like this. And now I should see a more reasonable 30% of my screen being filled by these rows. No, still same thing. Still looks like this. Or maybe, is that 30%? No, that's surely not 30%. Hold on. Let me do like 0.8 here. And also let me get a background color going, because I wanna kind of debug how much this is actually doing. Like how far are these? Let's just do color random. Does that work? No. Well. Well. Let's just create hideous colors by random. Just want to see how much this actually fills. Maybe it was 30%. So here's what it looks like now. And that kind of does look like 80% of the width possible. So maybe the design is more than 30%? Like is... Huh. This kind of looks like 30% to me, but maybe it's like 40 or something. Okay. Well, so I know that these fill correctly. So let's get rid of the... let's get rid of the weird background colors again. And then let's do maybe 40%. 45, I don't know. Let's see. I think that's reasonable. I think that's a good ratio. Like, of course, let's not forget that we still need the vertical padding in between the items, but I think that's okay. Let me see, is this the same outer padding? It is the same outer padding as on the first screen. Okay, let me copy that over then. Yeah, I did 24 for the first screen. So I think I'm gonna put that into like a diamonds kind of file so I can reference it in more than one place. Just make this outer padding available globally. Import it here wherever it is needed. Assuming it's needed somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna reuse it here. Okay, and in between these, in between the items, it looks like the same distance as the cells in the horizontal sections on the first screen. So wherever I use, I guess this here, section child padding. Yeah. Let's move that out as well. I'm gonna rename it too in just a second. Okay, now I can reuse that here as well. So I'm gonna need to again do an indexed loop. In fact, I'm gonna copy that as soon as I can find it here. And copy that here. So I'm gonna render a place cell, and then as soon as I have done that, I will do the list divider padding, unless we're at the last item. Yeah. Okay, now I should have taken care of that. So now we should have reasonably padded cells with dividers between them. And with these dividers, we should be able to like scroll this now too. Okay, no spacer yet. Oh. Of course, the modifier is gonna have a height for the divider here because it's a column, not a row. Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we are. This is only slightly scrolls, but that's fine. Okay, yeah. That's good. Let's fill in the text content. And maybe I have to revise. Maybe it is 30% after all. But let's stick to the 40 that I have. All right, so the text content. The text content has a title. And then same row on the very end, it has a star rating bar. Below it has the location, and then it's got like a description of the place. And then a show more button, bottom aligned and like on the side with the image. Okay, so I'm gonna have the image dictate the height of the entire cell. So it's not gonna go beyond that. So in the place cell, we have text content, and I'm going to make this a column with a modifier instructed to fill its height. So that should mean that it fills the same height as the box that it's next to. So I think just for checking this, I'm gonna make this a green color just for debugging. And in here, I got a couple things. So I got the title text and the star rating, which share one line. So I gotta have another row here. I really gotta get away of the notion of, oh, nested layouts are bad, because these are not layouts. These are composables. Because this feels wrong to me from a view standpoint. Like row and then column and then another row. Ugh, it feels ancient to me, but it is, I think, very much the way to go. So the style of this is gonna be the same style maybe not, but maybe it is the same style as the cells on the first page, just in black. Alright, so I gotta find it. Here. This is it. Okay. I'm gonna copy this entire surface over because I think I'm gonna need it. So this modifier here. Do it like this. Okay. Or maybe I don't need the surface around it. I think I don't. Okay, we have max height, background is green, and then we have a row with the text of the place. So this is gonna be place.name, which is gonna it's not gonna fill it, just what was the weight thing again? Modify weight. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. So weight 1. And then the star rating bar is gonna be pushed to the end of this thing. Height's gonna be 16 dips, that's fine. Rating is gonna be place.rating. Okay, and the vertical alignment I gotta check after I put it on the device. So star rating bar, what is the color that is being used here? It's just nothing. Filled star and then nothing. I wonder. It's gonna be the content color. Okay. So let's give this some more properties here. And actually, this is now being reused in multiple screens. Let me do a kind of widgets file. So this is my file for reused composables. And star rating is going to be the first of these. And what can be done in a star rating bar is we can give it the tints. So we can have how do you call that? Like filled color. It's gonna be a color. Default is gonna be my colors.filled star. And then I have a default color. And this is gonna be content color by default. Yes. Apply the tint here. Actually, I can refactor this to only emit this once. It's easier. So this is going to be filled color, else default color. And this can all go away. Okay. Right. Yeah. Import this here. No need to provide any color here because the surface provides the content color, and that is correct. Here though, I will need to provide a color, not for filled, but for default. So default color is gonna be almost like a gray, it's like a dark gray kind of thing. I have light gray, I have dark gray. So let's... also have gray. Great. No pun intended. I don't need this one. Let's do gray. Okay. Yeah, that should work. And then below we have a spacer for dips, and then I will copy over the location text. Again, different. Well, no, I'm not gonna copy. Like, I'm gonna copy paste that into the new file, but I'm gonna keep that private. I'm gonna have a new location text here because this looks slightly different to the first screen. Has a bigger icon, and it is gray, of course. So this is not gonna be font size value dip. This is going to be... It's kind of like bigger than that, so like 1.5 times that. Then tint is going to be... Let's also do gray. Okay, good. Then we have another 4-dip spacer and just a regular text which has... How do I make this? Does this have max lines? Yes. Okay, so max lines 3. How do I give it a behavior? Is there ellipse size? Okay, there's not. Text decoration was underline or something, right? Yes, okay. So what do we use for ellipse size? Overflow, probably. Yes, perfect. Okay. So ellipse size is at the end. We gotta give it the text, of course. So that's gonna be place.description. Looks like gray as well. Maybe I do give it a color then. A surface. Hold on. Yeah, I think I do give it a color. Let me give this the content color of gray. Then everything inside will get the content color set to gray by default. In which case I don't need to specify it here again, because it's going to be the content color. And in context it should get the gray, I hope. This means, of course, that the modifier from the column needs to move up to the surface as well. Okay. So I have this, we have this, we have that. Yeah, and then honestly, all we need to do is... We have another text, which has a modifier of like alignment. Like bottom end, I guess. Text is gonna be show more. These alignments, man, I do not understand them. Align the horizontal element horizontally within the column. Well, how do I make this stick to the end though? So I can give this like alignment end. It's no problem, but I want to make this fit to the bottom too. Like this will work, but how do I push this down? Oh, well, I guess this thing here will get... Let's try that. Let's try that. I haven't run this in a while. Last thing I'm gonna copy over is the underline styling for the show more text. It's the same as the let's start. This guy. Okay. Oh, it's got to be an annotated. Oh, okay, I see how it goes. Okay, I didn't see that. Well, let me do that again. So span style is not defined on text, but it's defined on annotated string. Here we go. So this is gonna be show more. Okay. Okay. Right. So here is the intermediate result. Right. So I can see that the gray content color works and it's applied to all of these composables, which is fine, which I really like. I can see that Killing King Beach does not fit in one line here, and we gotta make sure that line breaks are okay. I do think like it's not entirely up to the like matching the design, because in the design the star rating bar kind of like center aligns with the caption. But I'm not sure actually. I think it should be like this, like I have it right now. Maybe I give it a bit more top padding, so that if it's only one line, then it looks like it's center aligned. But for Killing King Beach, I don't want the star rating bar to like move in between the two lines to like center align it, right? That wouldn't work. So I think I want to leave it where it is. Yeah, and then I got to figure out how to make the column fill its entire height, because it's not doing that just yet. Okay, cool. Okay, moving back here. Okay, let's get rid of these. Okay, right, so how do I make this fill? Like I'm saying fill max height here, but I say it to the surface and not to the column inside. So maybe I gotta either duplicate that, or I just really apply the fill height here. Let me try specifying it only on the column at first. Like the rest of this looks okay. I wonder why I don't see the description. That's weird, but maybe I don't have it set or something. I gotta check my test data. No, still same thing. Okay, let me try specifying it on both then. If that doesn't work, then I'll try weight on the column instead. No, same thing. Okay. So let me do... Or maybe it's the order of operation. Hold on. So if I first give it the background and then... Well, no, actually, I give it background and then I fill it. That's kind of weird. Let's see. So I find it a bit weird to wrap my head around the modifier chains in Compose. Like what order they go in has it... same thing. Like what order they go in matters. So let me try weight. Just, it doesn't have like a horizontal vertical weight, it's just weight. Let's see what a weight of 1 does to that composable. Maybe I do fill max size or something. Does not change anything. I'm not showing the emulator in between these, my device in between these, because it's the same thing. The green box for each cell does not reach all the way to the bottom, which it should. Which I wanted to. Nope. Okay. Well, let's reevaluate. So if I don't give anything, does it still look the same? Yes. Okay, so that could mean that the modifiers did not have an effect at all. Okay. Right, so the place cell fills the entire width, which is fine. And the image fills 40% of the width that it has, makes an aspect ratio of 1. I wonder, how do I make this be as tall as its sibling? Because this thing is on the same hierarchy level as the box for the image. How do I say to this guy that it should be as high, as tall as it... Alright, position the element vertically such that its alignment line aligns with sibling elements, also configured to align with siblings. Well, I don't want to align them necessarily. How does this work? Merger. How to merge two alignment lines values defined by different children. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna slowly back out of this one. Pretty sure this is not what I want. Alright, I'm gonna check something real quick. I wanna make these... Okay, I do have descriptions for these. Why are they not showing? Okay, let me find out why that is first. So I have a modifier weight here. I'll remove that. I want to check something. Because I kind of want to give the description, I want to expand it so much that it will fill however much space is left. Because my hopes are that this will push the show more to the bottom in all cases. My descriptions are not very long, so okay, no, it's not doing it, but at least they are now showing. So the weight 1F did something weird to it. It's still not what I want. Let me put the padding here. Okay. Yeah, I'm still having trouble comprehending the fill components here. Really weird. I'm gonna give the inner, I'm gonna give the column a different background color, from its surface, because I want to see if it has like different notions of size. Okay, good to know. I don't need to give the 1F as a parameter. It's the default value. Yeah, okay, it's the same. So the surface will just acknowledge its contents desires in that respect. So I don't think I need to put anything on the surface. I need to put it here. But why does it not? Okay, let me give a background color to this thing here. Let me give a blue here to the row. Because this should be the entire thing, no? Maybe I'm gonna sneak a peek in the compose pathway. Yeah, it's the same, it's the entire thing. So that blue goes all the way to the bottom right of the cell. And I want the red guy to also go all the way down. But why is it not doing it? I'm doing fill max height. What else do you want me to do? Yeah, I'm at a loss. I have no idea. What's going on here? Like this is intuitive to me. If I do fill max height, it fills the entire height that it has. And if this surface is a direct child of this row, and this row is so tall, then I expect fill max height to fill that entire height, no? What am I missing here? What's the difference again with the weight? I don't get the difference between fill max. Okay, this belongs to row, apparently. I'm gonna remove the surface. Just wanna reduce the nesting. It's gonna change the text colors, but I don't care about that right now. I just wanna see, I wanna operate on just one composable. I don't wanna copy the modifiers over and then maybe have something break. I only wanna work on the column now. So this should change my text colors. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now let's check what I can do to the column in order to fix that. Okay, well, maybe a column just does not fill unless one of its children fills, like requests to fill something up. So I'm gonna go back to this thing here, and I want to find out why it is not just doing as it's told. Like this description text, it should just fill up everything. What's so hard about that? It says fill max size. Now it's gone again. So as soon as I use weight, it just goes away. Does anything else have weight in here? I mean, this thing does, but it's in a different space. This is like row. Alright, I'm looking up the Jetpack compose pathway. I remember that they did something like an avatar kind of thing where they had an image and then next to it two texts below each other. I want to see what they did. Layouts and compose, I guess. Okay, yeah, this green thing is not... Like, I'm expecting this green thing to be much taller. Just tall enough so that the show more button still fits at the end. That's what I want. I don't know why this is not working. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Then again, I think they use like hard-coded... Okay. Well, I mean, they're sent. This is not what I want though. But maybe I do need to configure something way up here. So now I expect there to be a bit of blue at the top and then a bit of blue at the bottom. Basically, I expect the red box to move slightly down so that it's center aligned. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's not what I want. That is not what I want. But maybe I will give this, I don't know. This feels weird too. Like, doesn't this now mean that a cell is just one screen? An entire screen? Doesn't feel right, but let's see. Maybe it is something on the row. I wouldn't know what though. Nope. Okay, back to the same behavior. I mean, the row itself is tall enough. Okay, let's see how I can maybe. Let's go to the browser. Yeah, I know about this. Where do... And I don't want to use something like Constraint Layout here. Maybe I have to. Where is... Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't help me at all. This puts a alignment on the column to center align it, but I want to fill it. I want to have it be as tall as the image it's next to. And the image is defined by an aspect ratio. 40% width, and then 40% width in its height, basically. And then I want its sibling to be just as tall. How can I not do that? Do I really need to use Constraint Layout? You know what? Maybe I do. Maybe it's just what needs to happen right now. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, so I create refs to like the different parts that I have. And then I connect these refs to an actual composable using this modifier. And then in here I say, it's probably going to be top, bottom, start, end. And I say top link to parent. And also I can say link the top of this thing to the bottom of this other thing. Yeah, I think that's what's going to need to happen. I don't know. Let's see. Kind of feels like too big a tool to use here, but I don't know what else to do. Right. Well, in that case, I don't need a row at all. Let me copy, paste this, and just stash it away. So I don't want to lose that work if I like mess this up now. Okay, Constraint Layout, my old friend. For the record, I love Constraint Layout in the view land. It's amazing. I'm not sure how its API is going to work in Compose, but we're about to find out. Okay, so references to well, I want to say views, but really like two different pieces. So I'm going to do a reference to the image and then to the text, I guess. And that's going to be create refs. Okay. And now I will actually make this. I'm going to copy over the modifier here just in case. Also going to copy background color. Okay. Good. Then I'm just going to get rid of this and then say image. It's a box. It is 40% width, aspect ratio 1, clipped with a background, and then I'm going to constrain this as image. And I'm going to say top link to parent top, bottom link to parent bottom. Should be it. And then in here is whatever the image is. Okay. And then I have the text content, wherein I will reestablish this thing. And I'm going to say, not fill max height, but I'm going to say constrain this as text. And I'm going to say top link to image top, bottom link to image bottom. I guess. All right. Show me how this works. Okay, there's a lot wrong here. For starters, it did not like place it next to the image, which makes sense because it's a constraint layout and basically a stack of things, and I gotta move them around. So first up, I gotta link the start of this to the end of the image, and then this has margin, so I can say. However, actually that's something that I didn't do before, is like 8 dips of space between these. But the start and top is just not, it's just not working. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Like the start of this image is not part of these constraints. I don't get it. Okay, so now at least it shows correctly, like it's aligned properly, horizontally anyway. But there's a lot wrong. A lot is wrong. Okay, yeah, I gotta align the end to the parent's end. In which case the green box should go only to the side of the parent. Like it should stick to the right edge of the blue box. It does not. Okay, something is filling its. Okay, maybe it's this modifier here. is this maybe the weight here? It's gotta be something, right? I mean, it's still doing the same thing where the green box is too wide now. It's not constraining itself as I'm instructing it here. And that may be a bug in the constraint layout, I'm not sure. Now it's better, but I wonder why this would... This is not working, honestly. This is not working. See what this looks like. This is not working at all. So I'm saying that this thing should constrain itself to the top of the image, to the bottom of the image. Its start should be to the end of the image, and then its end should be of the end of to the end of the parent. None of this is what's currently happening here. It doesn't fill the space at all. Okay, can I make it somehow? No. Alright, what else does the pathway tutorial have in store for me? Okay, there's a couple more convenience methods here that we can use. Let's see what it has. Center around, link to, center vertically to, center to. That's it. That's really not much. And I don't want to center it. I want to fill it. What's so hard to understand about that? I wonder. Constraint layout size will be as small as possible to wrap its content. That's why it seems... Okay. So let me instruct this again to fill its height. Maybe I'm at fault for using the surface again as the main. Okay, same result. I'm gonna get rid of the surface again. I want to minimize the points of failure here. Okay. So it did like change the text colors again, but the alignment is still so off. I don't understand it. Okay. Let's do fill max size just for good measure. I do not understand how filling works in Compose at all. I realize that the longer I go on. Like, I don't get what's so hard about like filling the size at this point. Like, I'm constraining it. Maybe I need to like maybe move it below constraint as, but no. Now it's evenly spaced again, but it's again way too much. It assumes way too much size. Let's do it after the constraint as. Because semantically, I think that makes sense. Like, I constrain it, and then I tell it to, like, within its constraints to fill its size. Maybe. No, same behavior as if I would apply it before. So if I don't constrain this, like, to anything, it's still gonna have the same outcome. So this is what it looks like now. like bleeds into the image. Let's see what it looks like after I remove all the constraints. It should be put to the left. Okay, that at least works. I wonder, is it the show more? Maybe there's a bug with constraint layout and then having a like right aligned view. Composable. Dang it. Let me remove this one. But I do say fill max size, so. I'll try Googling like fill column height or something. Okay, yeah, same thing. Okay, let me... I'm going to remove the entire content from this column. And then I'm going to tell it again to fill max size, and I want to see what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to revert to the state I had before constraint layout was introduced. Because I refuse to believe that this is an impossible thing to solve with without constraint layout. And the alignments worked okay before. It's just that the column is not filling its height. It's just refusing to fill its height. I'm trying to look through tutorials. Let's see what this looks like again. Okay, we're back to a box that does not fill all the way down. And I do not, for the life of me, understand why I cannot make this thing have a weight of 1 and then just fill as much as it can within the column that it has. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna bail, because I am not gonna waste more time with this right now. I'm gonna go to the top bar after and then leave this stuff be and think about it more. I'm gonna see again, like weight 1F is supposed to make a child of a column fill as much as it can, but it's just gone now. And the only thing that tells me is that in reality there's no space left for the description with it, which is just wrong. It's just a lie. There's so much space here. All this blue is available, but it's just not picking it up, and I don't know, and I don't care. All right, let's move to the top bar before I get more frustrated. All right, stay hydrated. Okay, so this collapsible top bar, I'm gonna make this start in the expanded state. So I'm gonna design the expanded state first, and that means that according to the design, I'm gonna need to create a new shape type first. Unless I've already done that, I forgot. No, I didn't. Well, oh, I did. Okay, so I started here. So top left, top right has 16 dips, which is the same as the medium. So you can see that the top left and top right edges of this shape here they're the same. Yeah, here's the other one. And then at the bottom, it has super rounded corners. So that's why I'm giving it 64 dips on the bottom edges now. And I think I'm just gonna do that and use that. So the collapsible toolbar is going to be a top app bar. As with the start screen, I think I will give it zero dips of elevation. I think that's what I did, yeah. So 0 dip of elevation. Come on. Because it's all flat here. I need to give it a title. I must not forget that, because otherwise it cannot resolve the import again. It has a modifier. Yeah, I guess it does. It looks like there's an outer padding there. Like, just has a white border around its entire content. Okay. So navigation icon is also a part of this. A modifier. I do need the modifiers. So modifier is gonna be just an outer padding. Actually, it's not an outer padding. It's just like 8 dips. And then we have a background. It's more of a clip. I'm clipping this with the large shape already. Okay, actions. I don't need actions. I don't need a background color. Well, unless this doesn't have a... This location doesn't have an image or whatever. I'm just gonna give this material theme, colors. Oh no, secondary. What am I even using for secondary? I don't know. I'm using gray. That's not really appealing. Oh, primary it is. Okay. Right. Navigation icon is going to be an icon, and I'm going to copy that from this screen. It looks a bit different. So we do have... like, it has a background. So it's like... It has a background, which is also the primary color. And we copy it and give it some alpha because it's slightly transparent. And then we copy that with like, I don't know, 75% alpha maybe. And then we have a listener, of course, connecting that a bit later. Now we have a bit padding. Okay, and then also I need to give this the actual arrow. Tint is gonna be white. So it's gonna be on surface, I guess. So that should be the navigation icon. Top app bar is okay. Top app bar is gonna be huge. So I need to make sure. How do I give this content? Huh, maybe I do this via the title composable? I have no idea actually how I'm gonna do that. So let me try. So let me put in here a coil image. I'm gonna grab a hard-coded URL. Just for starters, I have some more here. Let's just do this one. I don't know what that looks like. I already used that. Do I have any that I haven't used so far? Yeah, I haven't used this one, so okay, I'm gonna use this URL. Okay. Modifier is gonna be just fill size. Just as much as you can fill it, please. And also, I think that's fine. I think I put the height here. So this is gonna be like changing when I make the scroll, when I build the scroll thing. But for now, let's just have this fixed at 400 dp. Let's clip with that. And supposedly that should clip this image here. Maybe not, but we'll see. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. Maybe there's an existing integration with like scrolling and top app bar. I'm not sure if the Compose team has built something like that yet. Otherwise, we're gonna have to animate it ourselves. Or we'll see. Okay, okay. So this is the result of that. So title did not fill up everything. I'm not sure if that is possible. Okay, and this thing does not scroll itself, which makes sense. That's perfectly fine. The size itself looks okay. Like my phone is a bit wider than this design. Rounded corners look okay. Image itself does not look okay. I did not give it a crop. So let's try that. But I don't think it'll make a difference. And also the navigation icon, it moved to the center. Should be at the top. So I'm guessing I cannot use top app bar. I think it's too custom of a use case that I have, and I need to do something custom. Okay, that's better, but it's still it doesn't go over over this guy here, over the back arrow. Yeah, neither. There's also a like red, a teal border on the right of the image, so that doesn't work. So I cannot use top app bar, which is okay, I guess. Well, what do I need to use? Let's see. Let's start with box, just a generic box. And let's see. I cannot use all of these. Content goes here. Modifier stay. This goes away. I think it has color, didn't it? Did not. In that case, this moves to the background here. Okay. Navigation icon moves inside the box. And that's it already. Cool. Alright, I think I need to emit the background image first and then put in the item. Okay, so this should be... alignment top start. So I want this to be like... yeah, top start. More padding in general. Can I use margin? No, it's just padding. Okay. Well, in that case, I do need an outer padding first. So outer padding is going to be, say, 24 dip. Image that crops, that fills the size that I have. It's got this. I'm not sure if I need to say fill max width, but I'm gonna try with this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of had the had visor overlay a bit of the code that I just wrote. Okay. You pull it back. That is looking good already. Cool. I'm trying to forget about the bottom half of this because I'm still a bit mad at that. But the top half was quite remarkably easy to get set up like that. The icon looks okay. I think 24 is a bit too much for the outside padding. Let's do 16. And then I need the two texts at the bottom of the box. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. So I have a text that says Lombok Island. Gonna be the name of the location. It's going to have a specific style. Which is H1. H1's probably way too big, but I gotta tweak it. It's gonna have a specific color, which is... oh no, it doesn't. I think it'll select... maybe it'll select white by default. And then I need to give it a modifier, instructing it to align itself at the bottom start of its parent. Yeah. And I need another text. Well, okay, I gotta wrap these in a column because they need to be on top, like below each other, meaning that this column will get the modifier. This just stays like it is. And we have another text below which says 50 plus destinations in maybe H4, but I think that's too big. And a spacer in between, and then we should be okay. Let's see. Okay, so if you're still wondering if H1 might be a bit too big, I think it might be a bit too big. Alright, let's style it then. And it did not pick up the right color, so I suppose we will need to make it pick the right color. Alright, let's create a style for H1. It's gonna be thick, it's gonna be 28 SP. And then while we're at it, might as well specify H2 in between 24. Okay, so that should be better. Did not at all pick up the 50 plus destinations here. Just weird. Let's see what it is, what it looks like with a little less ridiculous font size. Hey Teflora. Okay, that's a bit better. And now I can see the destinations just tucked in the side. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I really like my sweater as well. Alright, so we need more padding. Need that in general. It's like padded to the same amount as the navigation icon, and that has a 16 dip. But just because of the... I wonder, maybe I do need more. Maybe I do need more. I'm gonna create a constant at the top here. Top bar padding, it's 24 dip. Okay, so Teflora asks, can you show it to the camera a bit? Of course, I absolutely, surely can. Hold on. Alright. Right, so this is my sweater. If you want, I can link to the artist and like to the design. It's a really cool sweater. I really like it. There's a T-shirt like this print comes on a T-shirt as well. I think it's like a black T-shirt, and then the colors are like yellow. I think it's like a yellow orangey kind of thing, but on this sweater here, they got this teal finish to them. Okay, I will apply a bit of padding to this content to align it. And then here I will give it some padding. So that should indent it right and up. I'm also going to wrap this in a surface so that we get the correct colors. Should make it white now. Okay, and the... Oh, I think that's okay. Okay, I'm wondering, do I use the H3 anywhere? I do, right? Yeah, I do. I'm wondering if this should, like, if I want to make the H4 actually the H5, because I think I need a thing in between. So what was previously H4 is going to become H5, and then I'm going to introduce a bigger version. Well, not actually bigger, but just maybe using the bit bigger and also using the normal typeface. So this is going to be H4, and then on the start screen I have this be H5. Okay. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh. Okay, well, I messed up the application of the modifiers again. So everything's stuck to the top left. Hold on. That's not how it's supposed to work. Okay, here we are. I think that's okay. I think that looks good. I might do a bit bigger for the what is it, 2? H1? H1. I'm gonna do a bit bigger than that. I'm gonna do like 34, maybe? 34 SP. And then this is kind of okay, but I want to try out 16 SP. And can I click this already? I can. Cool. This does... I think the navigation icon does not have the rounded corners. Yeah, I think that's better. I'm gonna keep it like that. Rounded corners though. Yeah, I clip it first and then apply the... It's weird. Oh, I did the wrong thing. This needs to clip. Alright, let's see if we have rounded corners on the top left of like the arrow icon. We do, but they're a bit too... they are too strong. So it's a perfect opportunity for us to use the small shape that we haven't defined yet. So let's do that. We have small defined as... I don't know, maybe 8 dips. I'm not sure if that's still too much, but we'll see. And then the alpha opacity I cannot really judge because of this image. It's like a lot of clouds in front, so I'm not sure if it's too transparent, if it's too opaque. It looks too opaque here, but that might be just because of that image. Yeah, that's a good shape. I like that. Let me do less alpha though. I think that is too transparent, so let's do something in between and we're done. Okay. Yeah, I think I can live with that, honestly. I think that looks good in terms of the header. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm still a bit unsure about, like it looks okay in the design, but in reality, it's a bit odd. I don't like the top corners being rounded. It creates this weird clash against the status bar. Teflora says, okay, I just watched a trailer for a manga with incredible music that instantly reminded me of you. Oh, cool. Yeah, do share. I hope Twitch allows sharing links and stuff, but do share. I wanna have a listen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the top rounded corners. That looks weird. Like, if I were to build this for real, I'd go to the designer of this and be like, hey, can you like make sure that this looks good outside of this like PSD kind of thing? Because I don't like the top rounded corners. Let me try without them. Let's see what this looks like now. Looks like there's too much padding, but other than that, I like the hard edges more. But why does it have more padding on the top? Let me remove the padding. I want to see if this now fills. Okay, cool. Yeah, that worked. Okay, I will open that in a new tab and we'll watch that later. Okay, yeah, now it does not have any padding. But why does it... I mean, I do want this to have a bit of padding. Let's do just 4 dip, maybe. That's so weird. It even looks like it's like... It looks like it's skewed, to be honest. Hold on, let me check this on... Oh, actually on Visor it looks okay. On my real device it looks weirdly off. Huh. That is really weird. Okay, let me revert to 8 dips and see Visor again. Because here on the real screen it looks not at all as structured as it looks on Visor. And it's not my case either that like obscures the screen or anything. It's just... Why does this look so good on Visor and not here? Like, that's so weird. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. Let me see if the screenshot will make this show. What? What? Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure that I'm not going crazy here. So let me try and do this. So like, not sure if my camera will refocus. I don't think I have the autofocus on. Dang it. Maybe it's just my eyes being weird, but it looks like the right edge is way... Like the padding on the right is way less than on the left. And I'm afraid I can't make this autofocus now. It's just like stuck to my distance right now. Because I didn't want to have a repeat of the autofocus debacle from last time. I'm gonna accept it, but it is surely weird. Okay. Right, I think my pretzel rocks just shut down. Let me see if I can get the music back up. Okay, that's better. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think I got a couple more minutes in me. Been streaming for like 2 hours 14 now. At least that's my OBS telling me the duration now. I want to try and make a collapsed version of this header. Just static, the smaller version, because I wanna see and make this animate over time. Like when the real thing happens, if this list is being scrolled down, I want the top bar to slowly collapse into like its small state. So I want to design the small state, which does not have a reference in my like dribble design. But an actual app should have something like this, and then yeah, that should work. Hello, Björn means bear. How are you? Good to see you. Alright, so what should a small top bar look like? I guess it's just kind of want to animate the image as well, like the image cropping should like move up a bit. Let's just design a small top bar. Right. Stashing this for further reference. So I guess the collapsed one would be just like, I don't know, 64 dips maybe. It would have a different shape. Maybe no corners at all. Maybe even no padding. Okay. So I have box padding is gonna be if I'm gonna do it similarly to how I did it on the overview screen and just have a toggle right now and just like animate it between the two states, and then we're gonna have next time slowly moving between the two states. So if is expanded, it's gonna be 8 dips, otherwise it's gonna be 0 in collapse state. And then its height is gonna be 400 expanded and like 64 collapsed. Replace these two. Can I copy a shape? I can. Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Right, and then probably the alignment and size of the text is gonna change as well. So we'll have, not sure if I can go with like font size. So font size, like title font size, is gonna be, if expanded, it's gonna be the H1's typeface. Otherwise, is gonna be the H4's. H3's font size. Okay, and then the smaller thing, it can stay H4, that's fine. And then it needs to animate to its new position. Oh, let me omit that for now. So I'm gonna have the expanded state just in here for now. It's gonna be expanded by default. Let's import this too. And then we have a variable here which says expanded state value. Okay, and then we will animate all of this. Oh, can I not animate a font size? A text unit? Cannot. Okay. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, okay, I can... Okay, well, let's animate this as just plain float then. And convert it back to SP when I need it. Can I even do that? Okay, I have value. So this is a float now. And I will convert that back to SP. Does that work? No. Okay, let's leave it like that. Okay, and then I need something to actually toggle this, so I will just repurpose the back arrow. When clicking the back arrow, it's just gonna toggle the expanded state for now. Expanded state equals whatever it wasn't before. Just flip it around. And then we should have a super broken animation, which hopefully collapses this into a smaller state. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Clicking now. Okay. Well, it's very broken. But I think it does animate already what I want it to animate. I'm afraid the padding of the box is gonna be a bit of a problem. Like, it does work nicely with the clip already. So I want to animate the edges of the shape, because these are really, really round and they should not be anymore in the collapse state. So I think I will animate I don't know, bottom corner radius, I guess. Animate if expanded. Then It's just a plain old... I mean, they're the same. I know that, so I can just... Else, it's gonna be 0. So let's see. Corner size. 2 pixels. Shape size. Okay, I can give this some dips, but how do I get this back? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do a little shortcut here. I know that I specified 64 dip, so might as well. I'm gonna do a clip and I'm gonna copy it. Bottom left is gonna be this. Well, actually, no. Create this object only once. I mean, it's a bit ugly, but it's okay. This. Yes. Okay, so this should now animate it so that when collapsing, it'll be like hard edge, no rounded corners, and then when it animates outwards again, it should become round again. Let's see. So I'm clicking. Oh. Well, yeah, it worked for one edge because I didn't specify the other. Pro tip: always program what you want the program to do. It's just a little tidbit, just a little trick for me. Just like, doesn't cost you anything. I'll give that one for free. Just code the thing that you want. It's a really good lesson here. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, so the text size also animates really nicely. Looks like there's too little space though. So I have... Okay, so this thing has top bar padding. Okay, so I need to give this an entire outer padding. And it's animating if expanded. In its expanded state, it's just gonna be the top bar padding. Where do I need this even? Yeah, just inside here. Okay, let's get rid of it. It's gonna be 24 dip expanded, and it is gonna be, I don't know, 4 dip collapsed. I code and expect for it to do what I want, not actually coding it. Well, that's cool. I mean, persuasive code is probably a good pattern. It's just intimidate it for as long as you need to, until it's just either gonna pay you money or just submit and obey what you want. Guess that works. Okay, yeah, that is closer to what I want. The padding in between the two items is too big now. Like, it works here, but collapsed it is too far apart. And I need more. Never worked, but I never stopped trying. That's the spirit. Okay, I think I can make this work. I will just say, so these are all the animated properties here. So I will just say icon alignment. I'm not sure, I can't really animate that, so it might bounce. That's terrible. Well, okay, so I'm just gonna do just to, oh, wait, what am I doing? So last thing I'm gonna animate is the text start padding. It's gonna be 0 in expanded mode, and it is gonna be, well, 24 plus, I don't know, 32 maybe? In collapse mode. Apply that here. And that should move it out of the way of the back arrow. And then I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do about the alignment of the back button itself. But other than that, I think I'm happy with that. Oh, it's can be a bit more, like 48 or something. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, so I guess I can calculate how much padding this would need in collapse mode in order to be like really center and stuck to the center of the top bar. Because I think that is what I'm gonna need to do in order to get the back arrow to face to be like centered, vertically centered. But I think I'm okay with that transition. And now what would need to be done is like tie that to like scrolling. So as the further I scroll down here, the more this is gonna collapse until it eventually gets to this state, and then it doesn't collapse anymore. I'm noticing there's a bottom padding on the big box. I don't want that, so I'm gonna do top, start, and end, but I'm gonna omit the bottom padding on the big box. Right, and I think after that I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go back to the first screen then, just making sure that nothing that I did here broke anything on the first screen. And then I gotta figure out how this column works, because it's still driving me nuts seeing these blue and reddish bars. So now there's no bottom padding anymore, so these just cut right in. That's better. I like that. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna scroll. I'm gonna need to look up how I can connect the scroll state to to this. But I guess that works. I think there's like scrollable controller or something. Okay, yeah, let's leave it at that for this screen. I'm gonna move quickly over to the first one again. Because I don't have navigation yet, just gonna replace this composable here. Let's build this again. Yes, yeah, we can do that. Oh, I gotta import this real quick. I can totally switch over, and then we can watch. You can have like a free reaction video out of this. That's the premium content. Can definitely do that. Alright, yeah, so back at the first screen, it all looks still like it works. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this all works. Cool, okay. Alright. So let me pull this up here. Oh, I wanna... Okay, I think this should work. Right, okay, let me adjust this a bit. Yeah, that's hashtag good enough. I'm not sure if this will play the sound. Let me check that real quick. So I hear sound, but I'm not sure that you do. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, I think if I just use this device, then it should... Oh, you may hear me twice now. Okay, still no sound. Okay, hold on. I gotta go in my... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna pipe in Firefox. Okay, if I pipe in Firefox through my loopback, it should be all right. Okay, I'm gonna reverse this real quick. Observing. I think this should be okay now. Damn. The hell was that? It sounded like it sounded like Igor. I can't play that on stream, but this like it lacked the black metal grunts and the guitars, but the break beats and the choir and the opera, that was there. That was definitely there. Yeah, that's wild. That's a trailer for a manga. That's super cool. Interesting. Yeah, it does seem like way more intense than I would expect for like a manga trailer. I'm not even sure what I would think of when I think of manga trailer. I didn't think that was really possible. Like not possible, but like not a thing, I guess. Cool. I do like the description where it just says Chainsaw Man like 6 times. Amazing. And fittingly, my pretzel just decided to play a song called Bushido Blade, which also has breakbeats in it, so I guess that's a thing. Right, so I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. I'll be streaming again next week for like episode 5 of my Jetpack Compose exploration. We did a good job getting stuff done on the second screen. I'm quite happy with that. I am getting to that point where I need to figure out a way to navigate between the 2 screens, and there's still no first-party recommended solution, so I'm gonna have to look up what other people do in that regard. Yeah, and then next up, I'm gonna expand upon the animation that I did, no pun intended, to make that expanded and collapsed header a thing in the second screen. I do need to figure out why column will not let me fill the max height when I tell it to, which is still annoying me, and it's been 1.5 hours since I last tried it, but that's okay. And then I think, yeah, there's a third screen, which is a bit similar to the second one. Yeah, making good progress. Perfect, I appreciate it. I'm trying to provide some insight into how this technology works while also trying to stay relaxed about it. And it didn't work quite as well for the entire duration of today, but I hope that I didn't make anybody too stressed out by being frustrated at the thing that I was trying to do. But I appreciate your kind words, Teflora. I'm not sure if it makes any sense to like start a raid or anything, so I think I'm just gonna shut it down for today. Enjoy your anime watch appointment, and hope to see you again next time. Take care. Bye bye.